Go and do the Charleston. That's for the Charleston. You friends now too. Lie down, Blue Bear.
Lie down.
Lie down, give him a cuddle. Lie down.
Yeah.
She's still a bit nervous of him, isn't she?
He likes cuddles. He likes cuddles.
She did get in there by herself.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Basil, go on then. You get in. Go on in. Lie down. Go on then. Go on in.
Where's he gonna fit? He's gonna sit on top of Biscuit. Biscuit's like, what's going on?
Lie down. Bluebell, get out of his bum. Blue.
Bluebell.
Dirty girl.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 6. I'm about to do a job which I have been putting off for a very, very long time, that I am actually quite embarrassed about, and I don't know if I could even admit to you how long it's been, but I am going to attempt to wash my brushes. Now, I'm going to try and do it. Hang on, I'm just finding another one that's fallen down. Look at them. They should you know how long it's been since they've been washed? Never. They're not that old, to be fair, but they have never had a wash, and I kind of want to start trying to do as much as I can to help my skin. Not that I think this is the reason why my skin isn't the best at the moment, but every little helps, doesn't it? So I am going to wash them, and I thought we could do it together. What I'm going to do is have a go at putting them with shampoo. I don't know if this is the way that you should do it, but I think one of you told me to do it this way. When I was talking, the many times actually I've talked about needing to wash my brushes and how to do it, some of you said to do it with just shampoo, so that is what I'm going to try. Okay, we've got the Pureology at the ready. I just put it in the water thinking that I could like mix it into the water like bubble bath, but shampoo is not bubble bath, so ooh, apparently this is really satisfying. Oh my god. Oh, this is going to be a game changer. I can't believe I've never washed my makeup brushes. I know I'm disgusting, please don't judge me. I need to show you our new bath mat once I've done this brush, because it's behind me and I got it out this morning and I am quite frankly obsessed with it. It is so cool. Look at that water. That's one brush down. How vile am I? And there we have it. Our first clean brush of the season. Of the makeup bag ever. Right, I'm going to continue with these, but I won't bore you with every single one. But just to show you my new bath mat. How good is this? Have a bath, you filthy animal. I got this from a brand called iWoot. Basically, I was looking for, I just typed in Christmas bath mats, and it was one of the ones that came up, and I just thought that was so cool. The thing is though, it's like a spongy bath mat, so it feels really weird but like satisfying on your feet. Do you know the one I mean? But I'm worried that it's not really going to soak up any water, but we'll make it work. This little guy is so obsessed with the hairdryer. I was just blow drying my brushes so I could do my makeup, and whenever he hears the hairdryer, it's so funny actually, because he hates the Hoover, like petrified of it. Loves this, and I just can't understand, because they're very similar, especially in like their sounds, and obviously they kind of like do things with air. But you just love it, don't you? Oh, you've always loved it, everybody. Hello guys, I have just done my hair. We are actually heading out this afternoon to London. So we're going for a festive sort of afternoon, evening out, which I'm so excited for. Actually heading a little bit earlier than Niall and Carl and our friend Elliot to meet my friend Annie, to do a little bit of just Christmas shopping. So yeah, I'm going a little bit early to do that with her, which will be lovely. I don't think you've seen Annie that much in my videos, but you will have seen her at some point. She was one of my bridesmaids and I absolutely love her, and she lives down the road from me, but we weirdly don't see each other enough considering we live 5 minutes away from each other. So I'm really excited to see her and just catch up and get festive and do some Christmas shopping and then go to Winter Wonderland afterwards. But first off, I'm going to do my makeup. I thought that we could kind of do it together, and I've asked on my Instagram for any questions so we can have a little bit of a catch-up Q&A whilst doing so. The only thing is, whenever I do this, I get really slow at doing my makeup, so I'm going to try and be quick with my makeup and answer and just try and multitask. But anyway, I thought we could kind of chat through what I'm putting on my face too. So I actually am trying out do you know what, I never put on primer, and my nail tech was talking about primer the other day, and it made me want to try and put primer on and see if it changes just the way my makeup goes on. So I've had this one for a while, the Wonder Glow Charlotte Tilbury one. It's kind of like got a shimmer to it as well, which I like. So I'm just gonna pop some. Oh, my brush feels very different. I forgot for a second that it was clean. It also smells like Pureology, which smells lovely. Plans on getting any more fur babies? Do you know what? I would love to just have a house full if I could. But I don't think we will get any more now for a while, because I just feel like they're a really good trio, and I would love to get another dog, but 3 dogs versus 2 dogs is quite a lot more difficult. So we actually looked after my mum's dog Dill when she went away at the beginning of the year, so we had him for like 3 weeks, and although it was lovely, it does make things a lot more complicated. Like 3 seems a lot more than 2. I think, like, you know, if one runs off on a walk and then you're trying to keep up with that one, but then your other 2, like literally Niall was on a dog walk with them when we were looking after Dill, and Dill is a little bit more crazy on walks, where he just like wanders off and does his own thing. And he'd wandered off and he'd like smelt a bunny or something, I think, so he was like sniffing around, running off in a bush. Niall was running after him because he doesn't really come back when you call his name. And then while Niall was doing that, Basil followed Niall, but Bluebell was just in her own world sniffing a bush, and obviously Niall had run off quite far, and then Bluebell didn't know where to go, so then Niall couldn't find Bluebell, and Bluebell was just wandering around like, where's my dad? Just a bit of like a potterer. When she's on a walk, she'll just like potter at her own pace, and she usually just expects us to be there, which usually we would be, but because Niall had run off quite far to try and keep up with Dill, Bluebell got left behind. So yeah, anyway, long story short, I don't think we would, although I would absolutely love to. And I don't think we'd get another cat because I quite like, I don't know, I think it's just nice the combination we have now, and it's been really nice having Biscuit after the dogs, because I think from what I've seen, the few cats that do get on with dogs on TikTok, always when the cat is their second, because if the cat is there first, like Poppy was, get a little bit territorial and a bit like in their own ways and don't really like, I don't know, because the dog's younger and they're a puppy and they get like really playful with the cat, and the cat's older. It didn't work as well. I mean, it might work sometimes, but I do think in general it probably works a lot better when you get the cat after the dogs. Next, I'm going to pop on, do you know what, I'm going to do a proper full face today. I'm going to pop on a little bit, oh, I didn't actually say, but I put on my Beautiful Skin foundation, which is very much on his way out, but this is my favourite foundation ever. I wear the shade, I can't see anymore, it's gone. I think it's 8, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm just popping the Beautiful Skin concealer on as well. Any plans for the house, any more redecorating or moving, etc.? I think we may do like bits and bobs, and I definitely say, you know, in maybe like 5 years or maybe a little bit less, we might move if the right place comes up. We don't really want to move from the area we live in because we love this village and we love our local bakery and we just love it here. And they've got really good schools for when we do have kids, so I'd really like to stay in the area. So it would be only if, I think, a house came up in this area, and they don't come up that much. So yeah, we'll see. We never know. But plans for the house, any more redecorating? I think we definitely want to do our utility room at some point. And as I said, there's a few things I want to do in this room. So I'm going to get my wardrobe sorted and get some doors on it, because it looks like this all the time, which at one point I really wanted. But anyone who is getting a wardrobe, I probably wouldn't suggest, unless you are extreme tidy and your clothes are quite plain. I wouldn't suggest doing it because it just never looks fully neat and it's really annoying. And then I also want to paint our bedroom, which we might do over the Christmas period. And probably some other bits and bobs, but we'll see how we go. By the way, I just popped on the Refi eyebrow stuff, which makes them look thicker and spiky. Do you have any regrets about this year? Interesting question. No, I don't really. I know this is so cliche to say, but I actually don't really like to have regrets, because I usually look at things that are less fortunate that happen to try and teach me a lesson. I know that sounds so cliche, but I think otherwise you can just get really, like, I don't know, pent up, and you can build, you know, like, you know, some people kind of have a chip on their shoulder and they feel that they're owed something. I don't think anyone really is, and it is just life that, like, you know, things happen and you make mistakes, and that's just about being a human, and then you learn from them and become stronger and a more well-rounded human being. There's like things that have happened with business haven't been the best, but I wouldn't say I regret them, because I feel like I had to go through them to learn what I actually want to do. Do you see what I mean? So I feel like as soon as you shift your mindset a bit more like that, you kind of accept things more when they go wrong and get less stressed about them, because I used to be really bad with that. Probably when I was like, I don't know, maybe 4 years ago, I was much more of a stressy person, and if something went wrong, it was like the end of the world, and I got really worried and stressed and anxious and about it. And I think it does come down to, like, just going through things, you just become stronger as a person and you react differently to situations, and, you know, yeah. What was the question? Do you have any regrets? No, sorry, I'm the most long-winded answerer ever, and we still have a lot to film today, so I'm going to try and not be too long on this. I'm just also popping on the Refi citrine blush. I love this blush, it is so nice. Niall, watch your vlogs. No, Niall doesn't watch my vlogs. Niall doesn't watch any vlogs. Niall's just like, he's not really into the industry that I'm in. Obviously he does his food stuff online, but Niall's not like that interested in the influencer industry in general. He sort of does his brand, The Good Bite, and I do feel like it's quite different to what I do and the sort of more lifestyle-y realm that I'm in. So he definitely doesn't watch vloggers. To be fair though, I don't really watch that many vloggers myself, because it reminds me of like filming, and, you know, when I'm trying to switch off and I want to sit on the sofa and watch TV, it's usually to sort of finish work. And although like vlogging is only a small part of my work, and I don't really see it so heavily work, I mean it is part of my job, but because I've got like Beyond and Bluey, which are much more kind of business heavy, I like love this part of it because it's much more creative and I can just like chat away and, you know, share things. But it still does remind me a little bit of filming, and sometimes when I'm watching vlogs I might, like, I don't know, start thinking about the vlog I want to film the next week or something. So I don't watch a lot of vlogs. I used to watch a lot more when I was younger, but I don't watch a lot of vlogs. I like to just watch things that are nothing to do with anything that could be to do with work. This isn't even the question. What is wrong with me? Niall doesn't watch my vlogs. He never ever has, and I think it would be weird anyway, because he sees my day and I I don't know, I just feel like it would, I don't know, be a bit strange, because he's just lived the day. He's usually in them as well, and he's just not that fussed about seeing that he doesn't care what he's done in them. He's just himself, and he's quite a take me or leave me person as well, so he doesn't really worry about anything like that, where it's like, oh, what did I seem like in that bit or whatever. He just like gets on with it. At how late do you usually wake up? So in the weekdays I usually wake up between 7:30 and 8. I wish I was an earlier riser, but I just have never been, because I don't tend to go to sleep until 12:30, 1, which is something I do want to change, because it's a little bit late. I mean, we've started to get it a little bit closer to 12. I wish I was a 6 a.m-er, but I never have been. And then on the weekends I do try and lie in the mornings if I can, if I've not got much on. I might lie until like 9, 10 if I'm feeling sleepy. Are you close with your dad? You don't talk of him often. I am so close with my dad. I love him so much. I think I've got closer with him the older I've got. Also, by the way, I'm just going to pop on the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. This is the Beautiful Skin bronzer. I didn't realise actually, most of these are the new Beautiful Skin range. The foundation, the concealer and the bronzer, and they're so good. Yeah, so my dad, as I said, I feel like I've got closer to him as I've got older. When I was younger, he was always working, so I was just a little bit less close to him. I feel like as well, I don't know if any of you guys think this, it's not going to be the same for every dad, but I do feel like dad with your daughter can always find it awkward to communicate with you when you're like a teenager, because I probably was annoying when I was a teenager. I used to sneak out and like go and drink in fields, and me and Bryony would pretend we were somewhere we weren't. Which I feel like probably stressed my dad out particularly a lot. I feel like maybe that was why when I was younger I wasn't as, I mean I've always been close to him, he's always been a great dad, but I'm particularly closer to him now, and I think I'm probably a little bit more like my dad than my mum, is what my grandma always said. My grandma is my dad's mum, by the way. I know some people wondered if it was my mum's mum, but my grandma was my dad's mum, and my grandma always used to say that. I reminded her of him, and yeah, I just feel like since my mum and dad split up, have actually got closer and closer to my dad, and I feel like my mum and dad give me something different. Like, they both give me love, which I'm really lucky to have both, but me and my mum like have that mother-daughter sort of friendship. We're both women, whereas my dad, he's just so comforting, and he feels like dad, do you know what I mean? I don't know if you know what I mean, but yeah, I'm really lucky to have them both, because they do bring me something slightly different. And yeah, anyway. Oh, by the way, I've just put on the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light wand as a little bit of highlight. I think I am mainly done. I just need to do my lip. So I'm going to do my usual combo, which is the Pillow Talk liner and the Mrs. Kirkland lipstick, which is actually the Bitch Perfect lipstick. That's the one that I had made for me by them on my wedding, which was so nice of them. If you were to sum up this year in a sentence, what would it be? Oh, I feel like this is one of those questions you get asked. You just don't want to not do justice, but asking me how to put a year in a sentence, considering how much I blab as is. I would say the best and hardest year of my life, probably. I know that's maybe not the best sentence, but it's been like probably the year where I've had like the highest highs and the lowest lows. So, can you hear Bluebell snoring? Yeah, I would say probably the best and hardest year. I've lost a lot, but I've also gained a lot. Anyway, I am going to finish my lipstick and find an outfit and then get myself ready to go. I'm going to stop talking now before I annoy myself later when I'm editing. We're ready. I had a manic, couldn't decide what to wear moment. Went through like 5 different outfits because it gets so cold at Winter Wonderland. I just wanted to make sure I was going to be warm enough, but also look cute. So I've gone for the Zara leggings, which I got the other day. And then I've got on this, I think this is Zara. Oh, you can't really see because it's quite dark here. Wait there, let's go in here. This Zara little neck jumper thingy, which is very warm. And then I've got this oversized leather jacket. This is a really old one, but I really like the shape of it. It's from Misguided a couple of years back. But it's kind of like biker style and very sort of 80s, which I like. And then I've got some Zara boots on. It's a running theme here. These I got last year too. And then my little bow. Anyway, I'm going to go pick up Annie and we're going to head to London.
Welcome to Winter Wonderland!
That was a good transition.
Yeah, I know, it's good, wasn't it? Right, so we got Grubbers, Kirklanders.
Niall and Annie, here they are with us.
Hello.
Hey guys.
Elliot's not here, son.
I know, sad time.
But we're here, so we're gonna have fun. No, I'm joking, to go on the
It's freezing. It's literally like mist in the air, cold. Absolutely frozen. But we're gonna find some hot drinks. Maybe a mulled wine, maybe a spice cider. I can't remember what that one's called. I want to find a fun house. That's what we're gonna go.
Well,
Slide round 2.
Yeah. I got stuck this time.
You didn't get stuck.
Honestly, I got halfway and literally I just stopped. I was like,
You definitely need to take the camera down with you though.
I'll take the camera down, but I might not squeal like a little pig this time.
Oh, it's so funny. You have to
it
admit.
was good. Yeah.
I'll put a little flashback in.
Very good. Get down there. Whoa, no! 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 No, I can't do this.
Guys, look. It looks so nice. It smells so good.
This time. I don't know, it just looks better.
It might be bigger because of COVID last year. It smells like, what are they called?
Donuts, fries.
Churros.
Oh, yeah.
It smells like churros.
Sexy.
There he is. Hello. Husband.
Hello, wife. I nearly called you my husband. Planning to eat anything whilst you're here?
Yeah, do you know what? I used to get...
belly and apple.
No, you know when we used to come here at uni, me and Keely used to go to this stall that had turkey cranberry sandwiches.
That's what I was thinking of, that's what I meant.
So good.
You're going to try find that?
Yeah.
So, any rides?
Yeah.
Roller coasters?
Fun house.
That one that's spinning upside down?
Get Annie on that, she doesn't like rides.
Yeah, on a ride.
Not that big one.
Not that one. Little merry-go-round.
No!
Something like that.
Mulled wine. Mulled wine. I was just asking Carl, what do we think he was in the nativity play? I think you were the star.
I actually love doing stuff like that at school.
Yeah, you could sing though, couldn't you? You're the choir boy.
Yeah, I'm a choir boy, yeah. Actually, it sounds so weird you saying that. I'm like 28, I'm like studying, but yeah, I'm a choir boy.
That's my kind of ride.
Bloody heck, this one's massive.
He's actually loving it as well.
Your face!
To the fun house.
To the fun house!
Wow, he's always playing up the camera, isn't it?
You weirdo!
I'm stuck! I'm stuck!
Whoa, baby! Music video. Go on, Liz. Spider-Man. Oh, Megan now! That one!
Guys, look at the view! Yeah, imagine how cold that is up there right now.
It is cold now.
Look at the view. After be frozen.
You're gonna microwave that. What? What is that?
That is mental.
Why have they put so much sauce on?
It's not nice like that.
Right guys, I ordered myself
Not melted.
cheesy chips with barbecue
Mark,
and
you
mayo,
have to
because this is
melt
what
it,
I used to get after a night out. But there is a lot of sauce on there. I don't know what to do with all that sauce. Yeah, this is my old school
was the order
kebab
then?
house order.
What did you order?
It's cheesy chips with barbecue and mayo.
Well,
This-
it's definitely got barbecue and mayo.
What have you got?
Mac and cheese with barbecue and crispy onions.
Lovely. What have you got?
Falafel flatbread.
What?
Falafel flatbread. Too many F's. Too many F's. Falafel flatbread.
Flubber.
The outfit shot in
Can't get,
Wonderland.
look, it's the looking down at the shoe.
Oh my god, stop.
It's actually angling the head. I know. Baby, give it up, give it up. It's raining the crowd. It's like a little naughty toddler running off.
We watched that at the Commonwealth.
Back from Winter Wonderland. We had fun, didn't we? You weren't there. We had fun, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
It was very fun. Very, very cold though. Temperatures suddenly dropped today to like 0 degrees. So it was chilly. But I just wanted to quickly Basil, stop nuzzling my boob. I wanted to just quickly show you the bits that I got before we went to Winter Wonderland from the shops. So, first up, Basil is definitely, I think this is for him, and so is Bluebell. First up, I went to H&M Home, and this is not for you two. Even biscuits come. So I picked up this really cute mug that says, "Snuggle up, it's cold outside," because that is very true right now. But I just thought that was a nice size mug, because I feel like the big mugs, as much as I really like them, if you want like a cup of tea in there, the tea never tastes good because it makes it too diluted. So that's why I thought I'd get that. And then look at this one. Snuggle up, it's cold outside.
Is that a song?
I really can't stay.
Snuggle up, it's cold outside.
Not quite.
No?
Not quite. I also picked up these candles for our literally everything I'm opening. Basil thinks is for him. Look at these candles. We got these for our Christmas table because we don't have any this year because we burnt them all out last year.
You're a naughty boy, Basil. It's not for you.
It's just his bum in the way of the camera. No one wants to see Basil bum.
His tea section. This is tea section, guys. Tea! There's a tea section.
I get out. I just thought they were really nice. They reminded me a bit of candy canes. So I got 6 of them for our candlesticks for our Christmas table. And then the other thing I saw, which I thought would be really, really handy now that I'm trying to like reorganize and get my dressing room together. Also saw this for my jewelry. Now I know I have like a small one for some of my jewelry, but I couldn't fit everything in there. So I thought with my other bits, this would be super handy just to have everything in. All of my earrings, because particularly earrings I have quite a lot of. So yeah, these are the bits I got from H&M Home. And then the other couple bits I saw from Bershka. So I picked up these black cargos. Now they're quite like, they're a bit smarter than the ones I have currently, which are a bit more like baggy sort of edge. These are a bit more kind of fitted. They're technically workwear is what they say, so they're just a little bit more fancy, which I thought would be nice if I want, like, I don't know, even on a night out, them with a nice top I think would look really nice because the cargos don't look too casual. The other thing I picked up, which I was eyeing up on the website the other day, is this unitard. So it's like a full-on kind of onesie, but the material on this is so comfortable that I feel like this will look really nice with like a big jumper, trainers, like a leather jacket and a scarf. It's just like a really easy thing to throw on when you don't really know what to wear. It's got a nice scoop back, but it's literally like a baby grow, but for a woman. But I think it's really nice, and I like the colour as well. It's kind of like a charcoal grey. I will show you that on at some point, probably soon, because I might take it with me when we go away next week as well. But yeah, those are just the bits I picked up when we were out. But I think I'm going to finish today's Vlogmas here because I haven't edited any of it, and it's now like 11:30. I've got all of that long chat from earlier to edit as well, which I think I was talking for 20 minutes, so I need to get on with it. But thank you so much for watching Vlogmas Day 6. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you tomorrow for another one. We're actually going back into London tomorrow, so yeah, I will see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 7.